All right, guys, back with another overhead mobility drill for you guys to use pre or post class. At the end of the day, we want you guys to understand that you can always improve your thoracic overhead mobility, like temporary, but it's always going to be something that you actively have to work on to continue to improve that range. Anytime we open up a new range, we want you guys to make sure we're stabilizing. So this is something pretty quick prior to class that you guys can use. We're just going to call this, like a thoracic overhead mobility drill. You're going to use it with a foam roller and a barbell. I like the anchor component because a lot of times when somebody gets into this overhead thoracic mobility and they don't have really good range, is they start to compensate, they start to bend their arms, they flex their arms, and we want our arms to be straight so that we can open up our pecs, we can open up our thoracic, because maybe you're going for strict press, maybe you're going for handstand push-up. Those two movements we require two different components when it comes to like your mobility. So you think about handstand push-up, we have to have thoracic extension to get into that extended position and upside down position. Whereas in strict press, we want to be neutral in the spine, but have the shoulder mobility to go overhead. So we want to hit all of those in one. So this is one of our favorite drills. So all Savannah's going to do is she's going to lay back. She's going to get in her foam roller in about her mid to upper back. And then from there, she's going to take her hands above the head. And she's going to go about shoulder width apart. She's going to find her hand on the barbell. And then from here, she's really mobile, guys. So most people aren't going to look like this. And it's going to be really uncomfortable. So I'm going to have her lift her hips up. And then once she kind of finds that spot, she's then going to think about dropping her hips down and also trying to pull down her rib cage. And then she's just going to think about inhaling and exhaling through this position. So just breathing throughout that position. She can kind of push up into her pecs a little bit. For some of you that are super stiff, you won't actively have to do that. She's pretty mobile, so this isn't really necessarily something she needs to do. But again, just breathing through this position, she can put her legs out. She can even have her feet up if she wants, and then she can raise her hips up. Let's say you're super stuck in this position, kind of raise them up, give it a break. And then as you exhale, you can just drop the hips down. Think about pulling the rib cage down. So again, we're opening up our thoracic mobility, and she can rest and come out of this. So I would recommend doing about 2 to 3 sets of this for anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds. Always test and retest and see if you guys have seen improvement.